So
You can say something, but
has the video actually started right now?
it started.
Oh, okay.
We're going to do a practice for tomorrow's portion. Okay?
Wait, are you filming this on YouTube right now? Is this on YouTube?
네.
Filming right now live on YouTube?
지금은
Yes or no?
기장 예습.
Okay, I think that's a yes.
자,
Yeah.
스키아님. 자, 이제 해볼게요, 진우. You're going to read first or mommy read first?
Me.
Okay. Let's see.
So do I read now?
Yeah, hold a second.
Okay then.
Let's go there. Oh, this. Okay, it's working. Now you can do it. Let's go. Okay.
Jack,
Chapter 2.
Chapter 2, The Monster. Jack cried.
Crawled.
Oh, I haven't read this in a long time, so I don't know what's
Do you want mommy read first then?
Yeah.
Okay, I will
Crawled
read first.
through the hole in the treehouse floor. Wow, the treehouse was filled with books. Books everywhere. Very old books with dusty covers, new books with shiny, bright covers. Look, look, you can't see far away, said Annie. She was peering out of the treehouse window. Jack looked out the window with her. Down below there was the tops of the other trees in the distance. He saw Frog Creek Library, the empty elementary school, the park. Annie peered in, pointed to the direction. There's our house, she said. Okay, but when we're reading, like pretend there's like an image of what you see.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah. Sure enough, there was their white wooden tree house with a green patch porch next door. There was
Next
door there was their neighbors. I haven't read this in a while. It's been like months since I read this. Black dog, Henry. He looked very tiny. Hi, Henry, shouted Annie. Shh, said Jack. We're not supposed to be up here. Remember what I said. Just think of the images of how we read it in your head. He growled, glanced around the treehouse again. I wonder, who owns all these books here? He said. He noticed bookmarks were sticking out of many of them. I like this one, said Annie. She held up a book with the correction. Castle on the cover. Here's a book about Pennsylvania, said Jack. He turned the page with the bookmark. Hey, there's a picture of Frog Creek in here, said Jack. Pennsylvania. It's a picture of these woods. Oh, here's a book of you. For you, said Annie. She held up a book about dinosaurs. A blue shiny a blue silk bookmark was sticking out of it. Let me see. Jack set down his backpack. He grabbed the book from her. You look at that one. I'll look at the one about castles, said Eddie. No, we better not, said Jack. We don't know who these books belong to. Oh, wait. Before I read any farther.
Okay, Gino, you need to keep reading. Okay.
Okay. But even as they started this, Jack opened the dinosaur book to where the bookmark was. He couldn't help himself. He turned a page.
He turned
to a page.
No, this is not page.
Picture of an ancient flying reptile. A pteranodon? Pteranodon. I haven't read this in a very long time. He touched the huge bat like wings. Wow! And he whispered, Jack, I wish I could go to the
I wish I could
see the
Pteranodon
for real. Jack started a picture at the old odd looking creature start soaring through the sky. And he screamed, What? Said Jack. A monster, said Annie cried, pointing to the treehouse window. Stop pretending, Annie, said Jack. No, really, said Annie. Jack looked out the window. A giant creature was gliding above the treetops. He had a long, weird crescent. Crest, did I read it right?
Yeah. Crest
on the back of his head. A silky, skinny beak, and a huge bat-like wings. It was a real live pteranodon. The creature curved through the sky. It was coming sunlight straight through the treehouse. It looked like a great glider plane.
Ooh, just like that.
Picture. I wonder how the author makes the picture.
Chapter 2 is very long. Okay.
That's fine.
You want to keep reading and yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
The wind began to blow. The leaves trembled. Suddenly, the creature soared up high into the sky. Jack nearly fell out the window. Trying to see it, Jack.
The wind
picked up. It was whistling now. The treehouse started to spin. What's happening? Said Jack. Get down, Annie shouted Annie. She pulled him up the window, back from the window. The treehouse was spinning faster and faster. This is the part where it goes to the time of the dinosaurs.
Okay.
That's why it's called, dinosaurs before dark. Right. That's why.
This part.
Oh, the book's always related with the different time of day.
Okay, keep going.
Jack squeezed his eyes shut. He held on to Annie. Everything was still, absolutely still. Jack opened his eyes. Sunlight slanted through the window. There was Annie. The books, his backpack. The treehouse was still high up in the oak tree, but it wasn't the same oak tree.
The end.
No.
Good job. Oh, chapter 2 is finished. Good job, Gino.
Yeah, can we get to chapter 3?
No, we're not going to the chapter 3 right now.
Can you just read the page that has chapter 3?
Hmm?
Can I just... Oh, come on, I love reading.
Gino, Mommy need to practice chapter 2.
Okay, wait, is this filming right now?
Yeah. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, you can go.
I did love reading it.
Thank you, Gino.
You're welcome. I'm going.
네, chapter 2가 이게 생각보다 상당히 기네요. 네, 그래서 지금 시간이 얼마 됐는지 잘 모르겠는데 이게 10분 정도 걸렸나요? 10분은 안 걸렸나요? 네, 그래서 저도 한번 읽어볼게요. 네, 금방. 근데 좀 시끄러운 것 같아서. 네. 아이고. 네. 자. 앞으로 가보겠습니다. Chapter 2. Chapter 2. The monster. Jack crawled through a hole in the treehouse floor. 네, 이렇게겠네요. Wow, the treehouse was filled with books. Books everywhere. Very old books with dusty covers. New books with shiny, bright covers. Look, you can see far, far away, said Annie. She was peering out the treehouse window. Jack looked out the window with her. Down below were the tops of the other trees. In the distance, he saw the Frog Creek Library, the elementary school, the park. Annie pointed in the other direction. There's our house, she said. Sure enough, there was their white wooden house with a green porch. Next door was their neighbor's black dog, Henry. He looked very tiny. Hi, Henry, shouted Annie. Shush, said Jack. We're not supposed to be up here. He glanced around the treehouse again. I wonder who owns all these books, he said. He noticed bookmarks were sticking out of many of them. I like this one, said Annie. She held up a book with a castle over the cover. Here's a book about Pennsylvania, said Jack. He turned the page with the bookmark. Hey, there's a picture of Frog Creek in here, said Jack. It's a picture of these woods. Oh, here's a book for you, said Annie. She held up a book about dinosaurs. A blue silk bookmark was sticking out of it. Let me see it. Jack set down his backpack and grabbed the book from her. You look at that one, and I'll look at one about castles, said Annie. No, we better not, said Jack. We don't know who these books belong to. But even as he said this, Jack opened the dinosaur book to where the bookmark was. He couldn't help himself. He turned to a picture of an ancient flying reptile, a pteranodon. He touched the huge bat-like wings. Wow, whispered Jack. I wish I could see a pteranodon for real. Jack studied the picture of the odd-looking creature soaring through the sky. Ah, cried Annie. What? Said Jack. A monster, Annie cried. She pointed to the treehouse window. Stop pretending, Annie, said Jack. No, really, said Annie. Jack looked out the window. A giant creature was gliding above the treetops. He had a long, weird crest on the back of his head, a skinny beak, and huge bat-like wings. It was a real live pteranodon. The creature curved through the sky. He was coming straight toward the treehouse. He looked like a glider plane. The wind began to blow. The leaves trembled. Suddenly, the creature soared up, high into the sky. Jack nearly fell out the window trying to see it. The wind picked up. It was whistling now. The treehouse started to spin. What's happening? Cried Jack. Get down, shouted Annie. He pulled him back from the window. The treehouse was spinning faster and faster. Jack squeezed his eyes shut. He held on to Annie. Then everything was still. Absolutely still. Jack opened his eyes. Sunlight slanted through the window. There was Annie, the books, his backpack. The treehouse was still high up in an oak tree, but it wasn't the same oak tree. 여기까지입니다. 네, 조금 빨리 읽었습니다. 네, 그러면은 내일은 각자 공부하시고 수요일도 각자 공부하시고 목요일날 또 만나는데요. 내일 또 낭독 예습낭독으로 다시 찾아오겠습니다. 여러분 감사합니다.